Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the NJ Podcast. This podcast aims to share stories, tips, and insights about achieving success while having fun. From topics ranging from personal development to business, entertainment, and sports, the podcast will have conversations with experts and people in their respective fields. The podcast will also share insights from Jablo James's published and upcoming books. The tagline, which is the theme of the podcast, is "Success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal." This means that you are doing what you have always wanted to do because it is aligned with your highest values, and this is the only way you can live a truly fulfilled life. Your host, Jablo James.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode on the NJ Podcast. And for the very first time, I have a co-host today. I've got a co-host. He's really laughing because we've got a co-host on the show. So his name is Mukundi Mudau, aka Mukundi Mudau, and he's a YouTuber himself.
So that's my name now.
For now, yeah, that's how it goes. Mukundi Mudau, because everyone says
Mukundi Mudau reporting for duty.
He reported for duty. Yeah, and he's a podcaster himself. Recently, he's a YouTuber himself. He is a sound engineer. He's a basketball aficionado. Yeah. He is a good son. He's a very good son. From what I heard, his mother doesn't complain often. He's a good sibling as well. He's kinder than I am. He is much kinder.
Lord knows I am. Lord knows I am.
Yeah. So as this is a part of the conversation segment, where we're just going to talk about the GOAT debate today. We are talking about.
By the way, thanks for that intro. Such a great intro.
Oh, you're very much welcome. You're very much welcome.
I've never said any.
Yes.
I've never said anything that nice about myself.
Never. Okay, all right.
Thank you.
And also, he does have a girlfriend. Please, and if you lost his number, just keep on losing his number.
If you lose my number, just lose it.
Yeah. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Feels good. Feels good. I know it's about to get weird up in here.
Should I call you Mister? We'll see.
I know it's about to get weird up in here, and you have to apologize. It's about to get loud as well, and I feel like we should have apologized to your wife beforehand because it's about to get loud.
I pay rent too. She can put on headphones. She can put on headphones. Hey, look, listen, the lights are on, aren't they? So what must happen?
Wi-Fi's on.
Wi-Fi's on.
What more do you want?
What more do you want? Okay. I'm a man too. Okay. I can get my time too.
he said it, not me.
All right. So this podcast, the theme of it is that success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. That means you're going after what you've always wanted to go after, not because somebody else is telling you to do so. How a lot of people are chasing success because that's what their mother said it should be, their father said it should be, or their girlfriend, or society is pressurizing them to, be a person they don't want to be. But anyway, so we're going to touch on the GOAT debate, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna adjust this real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
It might get loud, but I just want it to be right there.
All right, that's fine. So we're gonna talk about the GOAT debate, and just in the respective sports that we are manic about.
Okay.
Right. So you're a basketball guy. And you're an NFL guy, guys. I'm gonna put a link to his show in the show notes and in the comment section and in the description. Go check it out.
He's gonna spam you with my link.
Me, I'm not spam. I'm just putting the link there.
I'm gonna make sure he spams my link.
You spam everywhere. Okay.
All that's left is for it to be on your Instagram bio.
No. Yeah. You don't pay me for that. I qualify as an influencer on Instagram, so I just.
Hey, my boy, I'm also trying to get that tick like you, eh?
I've got some tips for you, but I'll share. Yeah, so we have a lot of people talking about this mythical GOAT debate. I sometimes think it's almost useless to have a GOAT debate, but it's fun.
It's fun. It's fun banter.
Yeah, it's fun banter. Yeah. Kaiser Chiefs, Orlando Pirates. No, I'm not.
I don't even. I'm not qualified to speak on that.
No, so like people like having these GOAT debates, and I think that it's very fun to have. But I also think it's borderline useless at times.
Man, what good does it serve besides just make people angry?
Nothing.
Exactly, but it's so much fun.
It serves no purpose other than to just irritate people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you know what? I'm not mad at it.
You're not mad at it. Why aren't you mad at it?
Because where else could you just find a good hour to waste talking about nothing? Nah, hear me out, Doc. You could waste a whole hour talking about goats, having a GOAT debate, and then somebody could come in with a different opinion,
and then it goes on for an hour.
That you just added another hour because it's a little span in the works.
And then 3.5 hours later, you're still talking about it. You could watch
3.5 hours
part
later,
2, and in that time,
that's 2 6-packs gone.
Trust you should be talking about that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I think I just want to get your take. Let's take basketball.
Yes, you see that I can speak on.
I know. So in basketball,
are we ever going to talk soccer?
Football.
Soccer.
Football.
Soccer.
Football.
Soccer.
Football.
It's
football. It's football. You can call it soccer. You American, like they Americanized you. They took you away.
No, I just happen to enjoy the sports. That's it.
That's it. Hence, you want to take the biggest sport in the world and call it soccer when it's not soccer. It's football.
Is it not called soccer?
Okay. All right. So
when I Google soccer, what's gonna pop up?
I don't know. I've never Googled soccer a day in my life.
Well, let me tell you what pops up.
What pops up?
Soccer.
So here's the thing. Football, there's a ball.
I know.
And you kick with your what? Your foot. Foot ball. Now, you American football guys, you play with what?
Both hands and feet.
So is that football?
I mean, yes.
No, it's not. Even you know it's not. All right, so let's take basketball, right?
Yeah.
So what criteria would you use to rank the GOATs? In this debate, GOAT debate, what criteria would you use for the GOAT debate in basketball?
In basketball. How much better are you than everyone else?
How much? Okay, so how do you quantify that? Like, how do you...
Your dominance in the sport, number one.
Yeah, dominance, okay.
Your accomplishments, number 2.
All right.
And you gotta pass the eye test. I gotta look at you and I gotta be amazed by what you're doing, bro. When I see you play, you have to astound me. You know, I have to watch and be in awe of you and think no one else but you can do that.
Okay.
That's what makes you the GOAT.
Is it?
And when I look at your resume as well, it has to speak for itself.
Okay.
And I have to look at your resume and be like, yeah, no. Okay, this is undeniable.
Yeah.
That's how it is in every sport, in my opinion. Be it basketball, UFC, football, soccer, all of that. That's what I think makes you the GOAT.
Yeah.
Just how much better were you or how much better are you than everyone else? It has to be you and the field. And then we can start looking at your resume.
Yeah.
Your impact on the game.
Sure.
How dominant were you when you played?
That's
very important. What do you think?
I think it's you're right on the money there. So it has to be standout.
Yeah.
It mustn't just be a small thing that it's standout where this is like undeniable.
This is undisputed.
Like undisputed, like the show. It has to be undeniable.
Yeah.
Like, it has to be a standout. There needs to be you and then everybody else.
Thank you.
And then if it starts being close, for example, for whatever reason, then there has to be little nitpicks, little achievements here, little failures there.
6 losses in the finals.
Hey, don't do that. Why you gotta do that?
6 losses.
The guy has the same name as I do. James, not James.
6 losses in the finals is all I'm saying.
All right, we're gonna go there. So who's your top 5? Because I think if you're going to have a GOAT debate, you have to narrow it down to at least 5 individuals.
Yes. I believe in every sport, there's got to be at least 5 people that you can look at and you say, those 5 dudes.
Yeah.
no one has done it better.
Yeah, 100%.
And when you say it was my top 5, meaning basketball.
Hey, we're still on basketball, yeah?
All right, cool. Michael Jordan.
All right.
LeBron James.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson.
Really? Okay. All right. Justify your ranking.
My ranking is MJ is just the GOAT from what I've seen.
Yeah.
And I didn't even watch him play. In all fairness, I only watched one of these dudes play in my top 5.
Yeah.
And he's still playing till this day.
Yeah.
But Michael Jordan is undeniably the GOAT.
He went 6 for 6 finals MVP, didn't allow a game 7.
Never. Never let anyone take him to game 7 except the Pacers, but that's...
We're talking about finals here.
You know what? Fine. After that, man, there's no... LeBron is undeniable. I'm sorry. I'm not the biggest LeBron fan, but I'm objective enough to know that he's undeniable. If he's not at least in your top 5, you're just a hater. You are just a hater. Kobe... Mamba, bro.
Mamba for life.
The Black Mamba.
Yes,
literally, that's it.
Yes.
That's it. That's all I'm going to say with Kobe, the Black Mamba.
Yeah.
Enough said. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is because, man, this dude was just crazy. He still had that shot, which is declared the most unguardable shot in basketball.
Skyhook. Yeah, the skyhook. Yeah.
And he scored 37,000 points, bro. A record we thought was unbeatable until
GOAT James came along.
GOAT James did what GOAT James did.
Yes.
You understand? And Magic Johnson
stat padded. I'm joking.
I hate y'all. I hate y'all. What you mean stat padded?
I'm such a hater.
I hate y'all.
That's what people can say. He's a stat padder. He's not a winner for real. It's stat padder. I'm like, but that's not a fair thing.
Show me any sport with no stats.
But stat padder.
So what? That just means he's really good at putting up numbers. Isn't that the whole point of playing sports?
The point is to win.
Well, listen. It's not like he's losing, bro.
Well,
you know what? Fine. And then Magic Johnson is just 6'9" point guard.
Yeah.
Whew. Those passes. He carried the Lakers dynasty. The Lakers are not the Lakers without Magic.
And he's 9 and what is he? He's 5-4 in the finals.
Bro.
9 finals.
Bro.
9 finals.
Bro, in the 80s.
In the 80s. With Larry Bird.
Larry Bird. He beat Bird multiple times.
And Isaiah Thomas. But in your top 5, I would take out LeBron James and I would put in this one guy who's undeniable, Brian Scalabrine. Come on, what?
That's a top 2 pick, boy.
Or Kwame Brown, right?
That's a number 1 pick right there. You remember Anthony, what's his name? Anthony something, man. Anthony Bennett. Yes.
Anthony Bennett.
You remember who Anthony Bennett is?
Did he play for the Atlanta Hawks?
Anthony Bennett was the Cleveland Cavaliers' number 1 pick back in 2016.
And what happened to him?
I don't even think he stayed in the league. Till this day, he's considered the biggest bust in NBA history. You don't even know his name.
I didn't know.
You know Kwame Brown?
I know Kwame, yes. I know Kwame Brown because of Stephen A. He
has no heart whatsoever. He's got small hands. He can't catch the basketball.
He can't play.
No disrespect whatsoever. The brother can't play.
You know, Stephen A. came out and apologized for that, right?
He did.
Yeah, I think.
I would have kept that thing up.
You would have stood on business.
I would have stood on business till I died, bro. On my deathbed, I'd be like,
I think he apologized for. I need to actually really go check because I think he apologized for the way he came across, not the actual facts, but the facts of the facts.
Me out of dog. On my deathbed, I'd be like, get Kwame in the room. I want to say something to him. He come back. He come in thinking I'm about to apologize. I'm like, Kwame, come closer. He's still a bum.
That's wrong. That's a solid top 5. That's a very, very solid top 5.
Thank you.
And is there any way that's going to change?
I haven't seen anybody that's going to change it for me.
Is it?
Steph Curry still has a few years to change my mind, but...
To top 5. Player of all time.
To top 5, yeah. I mean, he's in my top 10.
Who's he gonna kick out that top 5? That top 5. Who's going out of that top 5?
Magic.
Suga. The blasphemy. The blasphemy.
I'm serious.
The blasphemy. This guy has got no respect. You've got no respect.
I've got mad respect. Why do you think Magic is in my top 5?
You don't. I don't think you respect me. I don't think.
Who's in your top 5?
My top 5.
Who's in your top 5?
I've got Brian Scalabrine. I've got Kwame Brown. I've got
Anthony Bennett.
I've got Dolph Shades. There was also
you're gonna have Darko Milicic up in there.
No, so my top 5 is almost similar to yours. For me, 1, Michael Jordan.
Yes.
6 for 6 finals MVPs, never allowed a game 7. End of discussion. Then number 2 and number 3, you can swap them around. But out of respect, I'm going to be LeBron James.
Okay.
Number 2. Then number 3, I've got Kareem.
Okay.
Abdul-Jabbar. This is where our 4 and 5 differs.
Okay.
Because number 4, I've got Magic. And then number 5, I've got Kobe.
Okay. So we have the same list, just in different orders.
Just different orders.
I ain't mad at your list.
I love Kobe, but I'm just looking objectively speaking. Because Magic is basically the Lakers franchise.
He is the Lakers, yeah.
And he went to more finals than Kobe. He won as much as Kobe. And Kobe did not beat a team that was as stacked as the Celtics.
He beat the Celtics, what you saying?
No, I'm talking about as stacked as the 1986-87 Celtics.
You don't think that 2010 Celtics team?
No, not even. No. If you would have put Larry Bird, Rick Mahorn, not Rick Mahorn was the Pistons. Just
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird's team.
Who's this? That just Bill Walton? Rest in peace.
Yeah, exactly. I'm talking about that 80s team. He didn't beat a team that was as dominant as that.
But it's not like Magic was alone, bro.
I'm not saying he wasn't alone, but I'm just saying in terms of degree of difficulty, in terms of the competition that he beat then. I know. That's just me.
But you know what? Your list is your list. I ain't gonna be mad at it. It's a good list. It's a solid list.
It's a very solid list. But then, out of sentimentality, the player that I enjoyed the most, Kobe's right up there with MJ in terms of the player that I enjoyed watching the most.
Who's your favorite player?
My favorite player is Michael Jordan. Obviously, he's my favorite player.
Really?
Yeah, Michael Jordan's my favorite player. And then all time. My favorite player of all time is Michael Jordan. And 2 is Kobe Bryant. And then number 3, in terms of my favorite player to like watch, Steph Curry. I'm just like, come on.
So you won't let him in the top 5, but he's
no, because I'm saying favorite. There's a difference.
Okay, but what if he wins one more ring with the Finals MVP?
Yeah.
And perhaps another MVP, which I know it's too late for another MVP.
He's not gonna win an MVP.
It's shy there. So maybe 1 more rings or 2 more rings.
2 rings. I think he needs 2.
6 rings is what it takes for him to get in your top 5.
Yeah, because look at all of those guys that are there. Each of them minimum have 5.
That's what I'm saying. If he wins 1 more,
he qualifies to have a conversation about being top 5. But to without any debate, to enter the top 5 and stay there, he needs to win 6,
bro. But look at it this way.
Yeah.
Once again, looking at our criteria.
Yeah.
He fits the criteria.
So did Isaiah Thomas, but he could get into the dream team.
Look at it this way.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put Steph and Magic right there. Yeah. Right? 5 rings each now. With I think I don't know how many Finals MVPs Magic has right now, but
I 5 rings. He's got each. 3, if I'm not mistaken.
He's got 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Because Kareem took a few for himself.
Of course he did.
You know what I'm saying? Also, Magic played with Kareem, by the way. But
I know.
Jordan played with Pippen, so it's fine.
Yeah, and Steph Curry played with Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, are basically a dream team on its own. So
that happened organically, though.
I'm not disputing that. That's not my
argument. You see, there's that nitpicking you were talking about. There's that nitpicking
and you have to nitpick, right?
Fine. Look at it this way. 5 rings each, right? And then Steph has 2 MVPs.
Yeah.
How many does Magic have?
I don't know those numbers.
You don't know those numbers.
But you know what does help is the unanimous MVP.
1 and only.
Which is unfair because Jordan should have got 1.
If he should have gotten 1, he would have.
No.
If he should have, he would have.
No, he didn't. There was an agenda.
No, if he should have, he would have.
There was an agenda.
The same thing happened with Shaq. Shaq was 1 vote away.
There was an agenda.
Shaq was 1 vote away from being unanimous MVP.
There was an agenda.
Once again, if he should have.
Nah, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Like Isaiah Thomas, if he should have, he would have. No, there was an agenda against Isaiah Thomas. There was an agenda. And I'm not blaming Michael Jordan for that. Definitely not.
But I don't even think Isaiah's one. Sure, there was an agenda, right? But if the best player in the world, if you wanted the best player in the world on your team,
yeah,
and he said, "Cool, I'll join your team," as long as that dude right there.
That's not documented. He didn't say that, did he?
Okay, fine, but fine. Let's say that. Let's say this.
Yeah.
Best player in the world. However, we have someone on the team that everyone and their mother knows doesn't get along with him.
You're just a hater.
What you gonna do, bro?
I ain't gonna do anything. All right, I ain't gonna do anything. But anyway, let's the rest of your top five. The rest of because you did your top five. Who's in your bottom five?
Shaq, Tim Duncan, Steph, Larry Bird, Bill Russell because
Bill Belichick.
Bill Russell. And Bill Russell, why not? But that was in no particular order.
In no particular order.
So it's Shaq, Tim Duncan, Larry Bird, Bill Russell, Steph.
All right. So okay, this because I've also got Shaq there. I definitely have Steph Curry.
Oh, do you now?
In my top 10.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Good to know.
No, man, because I'm gatekeeping that top 5.
Okay.
Gatekeeping that top 5.
Watch. Your fingers crossed. Steph, one more ring for me, please.
No, he's not going to be top 5 if he wins one more ring. He needs to win 2. Like I said, he needs to literally win 2. Or if he wins a ring and he's that finals MVP, sure. All right.
Yeah. I was saying a ring with the finals MVP.
Oh, I thought you just said just a ring.
No, a ring with another finals MVP.
He needs to win he can't just win another ring as a passenger.
Yeah,
he needs to be that guy.
The bus driver, as Charles Barkley says. So yeah, one more ring with the finals MVP.
So I've got Shaq, the Diesel. I've got Steph Curry. I've got Bill Russell. I've got Larry Bird. Who am I missing?
Timmy? Oscar Robertson?
Sugar. Is that in my top 20? Is that in my top 20 even?
Charles Barkley?
Tim Duncan. You're right. Tim Duncan.
Timmy. So we have the same list.
Yeah, just different order. It's literally just different.
But you know what I keep saying, and this is just proof of that. If you know enough about the sport,
the list
is the same. Everyone's list is the same, just in a different order.
Like if I just wanted to make someone angry, I would have just taken Timmy out. And I'm gonna put in Kevin Durant.
You know what? But KD has potential though.
No, it's late.
Oh what?
It's late.
Oh what? It's late. Oh what? 1 or 2 more rings.
The way is he gonna get those rings?
I know he's not, but I'm just saying. There's a reason it's called potential. It could potentially happen, but is it probable? Is the question.
You know it.
Listen, he's done winning rings. I know.
He was done in the Golden State days. He's a great player, but in terms of winning more rings, I don't know.
Yeah,
easy money sniper. I don't know if he is. So let's go to the NFL. Who's your top 5 in your NFL? Who's the first of all? Who's the GOAT there?
That one is one of those few sports where it's undisputed. It's Tom Brady.
Really?
Tom Brady is the GOAT.
Jim Brown? Jerry Rice? Joe Montana? You are disrespectful, sir.
You know what, Jerry Rice?
You are disrespectful, yes, sir. How many Super Bowls does Jerry Rice have? Is it 4?
Can't be 4.
Do you think it's more?
I think it's just 2.
Just 2? Okay. I know it's over then. Yeah.
Here's bro. Tom Brady has 7 Super Bowls.
Yeah, 7.
7 Super Bowls. Do you know who's the closest?
The Patriots.
Exactly. Exactly. With 6. Guess who got them those 6?
Tom Brady.
What are we doing here?
And Bill Belichick. And Deflategate. And misinterpreting the rules. So, corruption.
You're getting political. Look what they're doing to the game I love.
Look what have they done to the game I love.
To the game I love. But It's undisputed, bro. Tom Brady is the GOAT. If you got anybody else above Tom Brady, we're not just talking ability.
Yeah.
Because then there's a reason we have this Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady conversation where we say Tom Brady may be the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
But Aaron Rodgers is the best of all time. Just the eye test, just
in
skills.
terms of efficiency.
In terms of just playing. Bro, if you didn't know anything about football, but you knew just enough to say whether or not this dude is a great player, and I showed you Aaron Rodgers highlights.
And this talks about your eye test, right?
Yeah, this is that eye test I was talking about. And I show you Aaron Rodgers highlights, and I show you Tom Brady highlights. 9 times out of 10, you will say Aaron Rodgers is the better player because he is. He is. He just hasn't won a Super Bowl in 13 years now.
How many Super Bowls does he have?
1. Exactly. But he has 4 MVPs, which is the most in NFL. He's tied for the most in NFL history.
He's tied for the most in NFL history.
Yeah, with Peyton Manning, 4 MVPs.
4 MVPs.
Yeah. So my top 5, I'd say Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Jerry Rice. Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
John Elway. Joe Montana.
What about
OJ? The juice.
OJ, the juice is this is a GOAT list and then there's a God list. He's on a God list by himself. Killed 2 white people and got away with it.
As a black man, as a black man in 90s America. that's the most badass thing he's ever done.
Wow.
For sure.
I believe he did. Do you think he did it?
Oh, for sure. But the glove don't fit, bro.
If the glove don't fit,
you must have quit. If it don't fit, you must have quit. But there's no way.
Chewbacca defense. This is Chewbacca. Does not make sense. Oh man. So Lawrence Taylor. What about the big LT?
LT.
Yeah.
You know what? I didn't take defensive players into account.
Yeah, with your attacking bias.
Yes. Yes. What are we here to watch, Kante?
Points. We're here to watch.
What are we here to watch?
Yeah.
Oh. You know what?
Yeah.
LT's at number 6.
LT's the 6th man.
LT's the 6th man. I can't take Elway off. I can't take Peyton Manning off. Can't take Jerry Rice off. Can't take Brady off. Can't take Joe Montana off. There's no way.
Okay, so Peyton Manning, how many rings does he have?
I think 3.
He's got 3.
Yeah.
Okay, John Elway, how many?
Bro, you're bringing up stats that I was not prepared for right now.
No, I'm just asking. Like,
I don't know, but okay. I know he has a few. I know Joe Montana is the only one that doesn't have one.
Joe Montana doesn't have a Super Bowl?
None.
That can't be right.
No. Am I thinking?
No.
Am I thinking Dan Marino? Yes.
Dan Marino. Because Joe Montana's got 4.
Yeah, Joe Montana's got.
And he's 4-4, I think. So he's my GOAT. He's my GOAT.
He's your GOAT.
No, I'm joking.
Oh yeah,
Tom Brady's the GOAT. No,
okay.
What are we doing? What are we doing here?
So yeah, Dan Marino, my man. Dan Marino played with the Dolphins.
Yeah.
No rings there.
No rings.
None.
0. Focaless next.
His phone rings the same way Carmelo's does.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You are disrespectful.
You call Carmelo Anthony, he won't pick up.
Ain't got no ring, man. This is what he had. Oh boy.
You evil.
All right.
You evil for that one. Do that again.
You were so wrong. Okay.
You did that.
Huh?
You did that.
I know I did. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to write articles about all these guys.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So go debate in terms of, I'll talk about football.
Soccer.
Right. So for me, it's very simple. You call it soccer, I call it football.
Are we done talking football?
Yeah?
Are we done talking football?
Oh, geez. Like, we're talking about football now.
Are we talking about soccer?
We're talking.
Okay.
I would tell your girlfriend's going to take you away. Or some other people must just find your number. So for me, soccer for your benefit and football for me.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. So number 1 is Lionel Messi.
Okay.
Yeah. He's got a World Cup. He's just the GOAT, man. This is like the way
Wait. Let's make this interesting.
Yeah.
let me give you my top 5.
Yeah.
Because I know nothing about the sport.
Okay, let's see.
But I know enough to name big names.
All right, cool. Go ahead. Name some big names. Top 5 football.
My
soccer.
GOAT.
Yeah.
Cristiano.
Oh my God.
Okay. Let me be serious.
No, go ahead.
My GOAT, Lionel Messi.
Yeah.
Because I know enough to know that.
Yeah.
He's just, come on.
Come on. What are we doing here?
Ronaldo.
Which one?
The Portuguese one.
Okay.
Portuguese one.
CR7. Okay.
Yeah, CR7.
I've subscribed. I watch his videos. I'm a big Cristiano Ronaldo fan. If I could be a football player, I'd be Cristiano Ronaldo, hands down. That's me.
Really?
What?
How? Okay.
In terms of how he plays? Oh, he.
Not even Messi. Is this your GOAT?
Messi's my GOAT.
And then?
There's...
You know what? Favorite players to watch? Same thing. You know what?
No, not favorite players to watch. In terms of his hard work, his dedication.
It's a Kobe LeBron thing, isn't it?
That's what it is.
Okay.
That's what it is.
It's the hard work beats talent thing.
Yeah, it's not. I don't even know if it's that thing. I mean, if I could be a basketball player, taking MJ aside versus Kobe and LeBron, I would be LeBron rather.
Okay.
But my favorite player between the two is Kobe.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
I think I get you. I thought it was more of a... Because I know a dude who once told me we were having a similar conversation.
Yeah.
Ronaldo, Messi. And he said, Messi got there because of his God-given talents and ability.
Yeah. But it's not like he did nothing.
Barely. He did something. I mean, clearly. But Ronaldo got there purely off hard work.
Yeah.
And that's all I was saying is that the hard work beats talent thing.
It's here's the thing, because I think what Cristiano Ronaldo does on the football field is attainable.
You look at it and you say, I can do that.
I'm saying players can do that. I can do that.
Yeah,
right?
well, okay, fair enough.
Messi, forget it. Forget it.
You can't.
He's one of one. No, man. There was a time I actually didn't like Messi at all.
Hey.
I was like, I don't like this guy.
I don't like him when I'm playing FIFA.
I don't like him, period.
I play FIFA online and dudes pick PSG back in the day. Yeah, dudes would pick PSG and
have Messi. No, like,
it's just like, what are we doing?
No. Because like the things he was doing, I'm like, what did I just watch? Like, what did I just watch?
I saw this one free kick he took. I was like, that's impossible.
It was probably the one against Liverpool. It's like...
This is recent, bro. I'm talking in Miami.
Oh, Miami. Oh, yes. Oh,
my God. In Miami. I'm like...
And he's still doing it now, to this day. No,
like,
man.
oh.
Like, so for me, yeah, you carry on. You said Messi.
Oh, yes. Messi, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho.
All right.
Pepe, and Diego.
Do you say Pepe or Pelé? Because those are two different...
Pelé.
Because Pepe is a very, very, very violent defender.
Askis. Pelé.
That's okay, huh?
Do you know what, nigga? Pelé.
Yeah?
Yes. Did I get that right?
Yeah, it's Pelé, yeah.
Yeah. So, Diego Maradona, Pelé, Ronaldinho, Cristiano, Lionel.
That is a very solid list. That's a very solid list. That's a solid list. But that list is wrong. Let me tell you. Okay, no, which is very good. Number 1, I've got Lionel Messi.
Okay.
All right. Number 2, I've got Pelé. Number 3, Diego Maradona.
Is this just World Cup bias right now?
Hold on.
I see what this is going.
4, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay.
Then 5, Zinedine Zidane.
Oh, I've heard of him.
Yeah. Zinedine Zidane.
He's Egyptian, isn't it?
No, he's not. He's French.
He's French,
but he's from Algeria.
Oh,
yes. So for me, there is a World Cup bias to it, because again, the term for greatness is that you have to win a World Cup to be considered. You have to win the highest thing in your sport to be considered like the greatest. That's why.
That's valid.
That's why who's Dan Marino's not in your top 5.
You know what, valid.
Like what you're hearing so far? Make sure you never miss a show by clicking subscribe now button. Follow on YouTube, Instagram, and other platforms listed. Also, check out the website for more information. This podcast is made possible by listeners like you. Thank you for the support. Now back to the show.
Valid.
You can't call yourself the greatest and you haven't won the greatest prize.
True. You need to
win the greatest prize. So
you need to get on the pedestal.
Because I mean, like if Ronaldo won a World Cup, I'd put him number 2 immediately.
Okay.
Immediately.
Same way, if John Stockton had won a ring,
yeah,
I think he'd be the greatest point guard ever.
Ever. Not even undisputed. But like, it's not his fault to play against Jordan. What must he do?
Back to back.
What can I do? What must I do?
What can I
do? You give me.
Hey, you never give me.
You give me.
Nah, Jordan was like, nah.
He was like, I'm like, I'm gonna block.
So okay.
Yeah.
So
Lionel Messi, like, even for me, like, and this might sound a bit biased. I'm like, for me, Lionel Messi is the greatest football player I've ever seen.
Okay.
And people were having this conversation about being the greatest ever. Mm-hmm. And for me, I was like, I want to put him in that conversation.
But
he didn't have a World Cup. I couldn't put him in like above Pelé, above Maradona.
Until he got it done.
Until he got it done.
So now that he got it done, he's undisputed.
Undisputed GOAT. So
what more? I mean, what if this dude has done everything like Ronaldo?
He's done everything.
I would assume he's done everything. And the one blemish on his record
is that no World Cup.
He was strict.
You're
strict, dog.
What must we do here? Like, to be the greatest ever. He's in my top 5.
But you know what?
He's in my top 5.
I understand your argument.
Yeah.
The same reason we won't put other people in my respective sports because they don't have rings. So I get what you're saying. I'm just like, yo, in a sport such as soccer, where there's so much to win, don't you think that kind of deserves a little bit of legroom?
Here's the legroom. The legroom is he's in my top 5. You can't be the GOAT. You can't be top 3 at all, ever. For me,
you know what?
Ever.
You know what? Fair.
And because that now I'm being disrespectful to those who won World Cups before.
Okay. You make a good point.
Yeah, and also it's standout. It's not like the guys that have listed Lionel Messi, Pelé, Maradona, Zinedine Zidane, and Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, Cristiano Ronaldo he's in the top 5 because I can't just discount his greatness.
You can't dismiss his career. He's undeniable.
He's undeniable. He's Thanos. He's undeniable. But just snap your finger. He snapped his fingers and then. His talent is undeniable. Mm-hmm. He's definitely one of the greatest ever. Mm-hmm. If he somehow won a World Cup, but then even if he wins a World Cup, he has to be the guy who was winning a World Cup. Because there are many people who win World Cups,
but at his age, I mean, the next World Cup is in 2 years?
Yeah, in 2 years.
He's gonna be 40.
Yeah, he's gonna be 40. I won't count Cristiano out. I will never count him out. I won't count him out.
I think it's safe to count out a 40-year-old in any sport, bro.
Hey, my man, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar got it done at that age as an MVP, caliber level player.
That was magic. That was magic.
Kareem won in the finals MVP around 38, 39-ish. So I'm not counting CR7 out. It's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. It's not looking. It's not looking. It's looking rough. So there's all these other players who have won World Cups, but they weren't the reason. There's I think it was who's this Aries Spears, right? You know, the comedian Aries Spears. Yeah. Like when he gets on the basketball court debate, listen to some of his stuff, right?
Yeah.
He is like, hey, Jordan won 6, but Robert Ory won 7. And then, no, I know. And look at your face. So, Aries Spears was like, there is the difference between being the reason you win and winning for a reason. So Jordan, there's a reason they won.
Yes.
And then Ori won for a reason.
Yes.
Yes, big shot Bob.
Big shot. He made
big shots, but the teams he was on at the time, he was in the best position to succeed. I mean,
yes.
Yeah.
Steve Kerr has 5 rings because of that.
I know. Yeah, that he has.
As a player.
My man, he's got 5 rings as a player, and he's not. But why is he not in our top 5? He wasn't the reason.
You know what? He did make that big shot, much like Bob.
Yeah, no, he did make that big shot.
But
He wasn't the guy. Like, you have to be the guy.
You have to be the guy. But that's the thing in every sport. Cam Newton was saying something. You know Cam Newton?
Isn't Cam Newton... Didn't Dr. Umar call him his son?
Dr. Umar says a lot of things about a lot of people.
Watch, I'm going to get this guy on the show. I'm going to have the time of my life. No, I'm going to have the time of my life. We can be on a call together.
Just the day you get Ufatunde.
No, watch. I've got a lot of things to speak to Ufatunde about. Yeah.
Let me actually... He might just not be having a good time with my snow bunnies. Okay.
Yeah.
It's what Cam Newton was saying.
What was he saying?
And he got a lot of flack for this, but I understood exactly what he was saying.
Yeah.
In the game of football,
yeah,
as far as elite quarterbacks go, there's only about 5 of them.
5 of them.
And those guys are what we call game changers.
Game changers.
And
who are they?
There's game managers.
Oh, okay.
So game changers, you're Patrick Mahomes,
Lamar
Jackson, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen. So far, that's all. That's the 4 I'm thinking about. Really great elite quarterbacks.
Sure.
The creme de la creme.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's game managers.
Yeah.
And the difference is the game changers win us the game.
Yeah.
The game changers, we go there and we say, go win us this game.
Yeah.
The game managers, we say, go play a good game.
Oh, yeah.
Have good possessions. Don't waste the ball.
Yeah.
Make good passes.
Yeah.
And we'll get this, the team will win us the game.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. It's the same thing with what you're saying. You have to be the guy.
You have to definitely be the guy.
Number 1 option for your team.
Yeah, 100%. Because you take Lionel Messi out of his World Cup winning team, they don't win the World Cup.
But now, how difficult is it to be, because I don't really know soccer that much, but how difficult is it to be the guy when you got 11 other players on your team? Granted, we can maybe say 10 because the keeper will just big chilling.
Yeah. Sometimes they don't chill, trust me.
I've heard. But how difficult is it to be the guy in a setting such as that? Because in basketball, there's just 5 of us.
Yeah.
And we all know if there's 5 seconds left on the clock,
it goes to that guy.
Give LeBron the ball.
Yeah.
You know, even we saw the same thing happen with the Olympic team.
Yeah.
On a team where we had so much greatness in one place. Steph Curry, KD, AD, Anthony Edwards, LeBron, Jason Tatum, Devin Booker, all elite, all-star MVP caliber players. But when the game goes down to the wire,
it's Steph.
LeBron.
No, I'll give it to Steph.
Well, then why didn't they?
I don't know.
Exactly.
There's an agenda against Steph. I'm joking.
Exactly.
No, but we know who the option is.
So, we all know who the number 1 option is, regardless.
Yeah. So in football, that's why there's it's because it's a team sport. You need to look at who's going to give you the best chance of winning the game in the clutch moments, in critical moments.
Okay.
So Ronaldo is sometimes known as Mr. Clutch when it comes to the Champions League, like that European competition.
Yeah.
But he will score the goals for you. Messi has an edge for me because he can create plays for you. He can facilitate, like he can assist, he can pass, he can just change the game.
Ronaldo's a pure scorer, is what you're saying.
He's the greatest scorer of all time. You can tell I'm a fan. Yeah, he's the greatest scorer. He's the greatest.
Really?
He's the greatest scorer of all time.
I hear that young boy is coming up though.
Erling Haaland.
Yeah.
No.
Hey.
Niggas,
he don't miss, bro.
He doesn't miss.
He don't miss. I was at the bar yesterday.
Yeah.
And I think Man City was playing.
Man City was playing. I can't remember who they're playing.
But they were playing something.
Yeah.
And the boy left the pitch with the ball.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, does that mean he's man of the match? And my friend was like, not only is he man of the match, if he got the ball in his hands, that means he got a hat trick.
Yeah.
It's like
3 goals, bro.
The season just started.
Back to back.
The season just started, bro.
Back to my man's on 7 goals in 3 matches already.
7 goals in 3 games. Even I know that's mad.
That's mad. That's mad. No, Erling Haaland's coming up, but we need to give him time. But then even for Erling Haaland to catch up to Cristiano Ronaldo, he needs to score about 40 goals every single year just to equal where Ronaldo is.
And how hard is that?
That's very hard, my man.
Really? 40 goals a year. How many games do they play?
It depends. In the league, you play 38. And then and all the other competitions, it depends how far you go. Like there's different cups.
So are you talking for the year? As a professional athlete,
as a professional athlete, you need to score about 40 goals.
Doesn't matter which league.
Doesn't matter which. No. I'm just talking about just pure goals. Yeah, pure goals across all competitions. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
but
yeah,
man, that's the thing with soccer that I don't understand, and I get what you're saying about Ronaldo having to win a World Cup to actually be
the guy. Yeah.
But in a competition where you can win multiple trophies and multiple awards, along with the Ballon d'Or, shouldn't that, man? I think that should at least put him top 3.
Nah, he needs a World Cup for that.
You're being a hater, bro.
I'm not being a hater.
You're being a hater.
He's got he's got 5 Ballon d'Ors. Yes, he's won international tournaments, but you need to win that World Cup.
Sure.
And be the guy.
But he fits the criteria.
I know he fits the criteria. He just needs the World Cup. I'll put him easy. Know what? I'll put him easily number 2 if he had the World Cup.
If he wins the World Cup.
Yeah. I'll easily put him number 2. I can't in good conscience put him number 1 because it's not even
okay.
It's not even
okay.
Yeah. So for you to stand out in football, you need to be the guy who's facilitating the plays. You need to be okay. If we see this, like for example, if you see the team sheet, like who's there, and you just look at that guy, like, yo, I'm afraid now. I'm afraid now.
You gotta go to bed early.
Yeah, I gotta go to bed early. Exactly. So as we move to wrap up, tennis. Yeah.
You know exactly what I'm about to say.
What lies are you about to tell the people?
Serena's the GOAT.
Serena's
the GOAT.
Serena Williams.
Mind you, I've never watched a single game of tennis.
You haven't watched a single game of tennis, and you're talking this blasphemy. Because you understand, men and women's tennis they're different sports, by the way.
GOAT.
GOAT.
Okay. But I know enough about tennis to know that there's the big 3.
Yeah.
And after that, I don't know, maybe Serena and Alcaraz. Not Alcatraz. Alcaraz.
Alcaraz. No, that's fine. Okay, so in the women's game, and I'm taking time to think about it. If we're just looking, because tennis has got singles and doubles.
Yes.
Yeah. So if we're just looking singles,
there's mixed doubles as well.
And there's mixed doubles as well. So in singles, women's tennis, Serena's not the GOAT. I'm just talking about singles. And here's why I say that.
I'm listening.
Here's why I say that. She's won 23 Grand Slams. Good. I put her number 2. Maybe 3, but 2. Let's just say 2. There's another lady called Steffi Graf.
Never heard of her.
That's why.
Never heard of her.
Yeah, so she's won 22, and she beat stronger competition. And in a single year, you've got your 4 Grand Slams that you can win. Like those are your majors.
I know now.
Yeah, there are 4 majors. That's why they can.
So it's the U.S. Open, French Open, Australian Open,
Wimbledon.
Okay.
Yeah. So
you see, I'm not entirely clueless.
I didn't say you said you were. I didn't say you were.
No. Right now, I'm impressing myself right now.
So Steffi Graf went and won all 4 in one calendar year and won an Olympic gold medal in a single year. That's wild.
That's got to be the greatest year for any.
And no one else has ever done it. Male or female.
That's one hell of a year, bro.
I'm telling you.
That's one hell of a year. So, and a gold medal.
Yeah. And she has beaten multiple top 5 of all time, top 10 of all time players. So that's the only reason why I would say she's the GOAT female for me.
Okay.
Serena, if you say Serena's the GOAT, I'm not going to say no. Because I understand what the argument is. But that's just what my position is.
GOAT.
Oh, God. He's racist. He's racist. Yeah. So in the men's game, and this is a very, very, very personal thing for me. In the men's game, you've got Novak Djokovic is very clear. I said this 5 years ago, and then my brother-in-law was fighting with me. I'm like, no, it's Nadal. I'm like, listen here. I started getting into tennis because of Rafael Nadal.
Okay.
I love him to death.
Okay.
Love him to death. I one time when he lost to Djokovic, I cried. I literally cried. And that's why I had to stop being so invested. I'm like, okay, I'm done being this invested.
It's never that deep.
It was for me.
It's never. But you know what? I get you.
Exactly. I cried. I'm like, yo.
The day Israel Adesanya lost his title to Sean Strickland, I didn't talk to my girlfriend proper that day.
Why?
Yeah, she was like, young titties. I was like, there's no time for this right now, dog.
So that's the thing.
Out here wanting to go grab lunch on a day like this. What's wrong with you?
Lunch, geez, like my man lost. Now I must be having chicken wings. Happy.
Think straight right now.
No, so that so for me, because in high school, I wasn't allowed to play rugby. Because I'm deaf in my left ear, my mom was like, he's not playing rugby.
You probably shouldn't have. That's a great movie. It's like Fetty Wap on a motorcycle.
And they were folding people like wallets in the East Rand. They were folding people like wallets. People
you wanna play rugby with one ear against those Brakpan Benoni boys.
And there were people turning into quadriplegics and all that. My mom was like, no. So I'm like, okay, I need a sport that I can play.
One where people don't run into you.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, what about hockey? I'm like, no, I'm not going to lose my eye for hockey. No. I've had too many mistakes with that. And then I picked up tennis.
Okay.
So I'm also a league winner. I won the tennis league, we were part of the league winning team. I'm a league winner.
My boy.
I wasn't the reason we won, but I won the league. I won the win. I won the
Robert Horry got 7 rings.
Charles Barkley was the main option. You got no ring. Who would you rather be, Robert Horry or Charles Barkley?
Charles Barkley.
Yeah, I want those rings.
Nah, I want people to remember my name.
We remember Robert. We definitely do.
That's because we know the sport. That's because we know the sport. Casuals don't know Robert Horry, but they know Charles Barkley.
They do.
You get me?
Yeah, they do.
I'd rather, no matter what I do, right? Winning is important.
Yeah,
I get that, but at the end of the day, I still want to be remembered as one of the best to ever do it.
Yes, Robert Horry is one of the best to ever do it. In this case, hear me out. He is one of the best role players ever. He's the greatest role player ever.
You know what? I wouldn't even dispute that.
He's the greatest role player ever.
But
he's not that guy.
You wanna be known as the greatest assistant? I wanna be Batman, bro. not the greatest Robin.
What? Sometimes you have to know your place, eh?
And I'd rather know my place without a ring. That's it.
No confetti, none. I can't be doing this.
Hey man, that MVP sleeping nice in my shelf.
Who cares about MVPs, Joe?
People who have them.
So yeah. Who cares about MVPs?
People who win them and who can win them. Think about it. It's if you get a champ, and I'm not
you're actually right.
What I'm saying is, if you get a championship, that's an award that's given to everybody from the best player to the bench warmer who didn't even see a single minute in the playoffs. And he can call himself. James Wiseman is an NBA champion and he was injured that season.
So?
What I'm saying is sometimes a ring can literally be a participation award.
Do I not have a ring?
You are on the roster.
Do I not have a ring?
Do I not have a ring?
Do I not have a ring?
You
I've got a ring.
Forever remembered as a champion.
Do I not have a ring?
You are forever remembered as a champion.
Thank you.
However, it is so much more difficult to win an MVP because
that's very true. No, that's
because this is we are saying for this year.
Yeah,
you are the best player in the league.
Sure.
And for me, that's very special. For me, that's saying, okay, I am now forever remembered as one of the best to ever do it.
Yeah,
I had my season. When you say, let's go back to the 1993 season, who was the best player there?
You were that guy.
Charles Barkley was that guy.
Yeah.
Robert Horry was never that. And he never had been, and he was never even close.
He's got 7 rings,
and sure, congratulations.
Like,
but what else?
In football terms, soccer terms, the MVP is basically the Ballon d'Or.
Exactly.
And that is a big deal.
That's a big deal.
Luka
Modric is there, dog.
I know, bro. I know, bro.
Modric is there,
let's not even get how Ronaldo was robbed that year. Like, I'm so upset. I believe he was robbed that year.
I will never forgive what y'all did to Lewandowski.
Who's us? Us?
You soccer people. I'm not even invested in the sport, and I know that y'all did him dirty.
In 2020, they just, football was played and they just cancelled it. Bro. FIFA, please do the right thing. Give Robert Lewandowski his award as a football fan, please.
Watch them still somehow give it to Messi.
No, I'm just talking about retrospectively. Like, just say for 2020,
that's what I'm saying. Watch them say for the 2020 season, Lionel Messi. Watch them somehow find a way to give it to him.
Lionel Messi.
Leo, because there's no reason. When I found out about that, I was so pissed on his behalf, and I'm not even invested in the sport like that to be pissed enough. But it's still, I hate injustice, and that felt like injustice.
He got
to me.
done dirty. Yeah, he got done dirty.
Just because Bro, every other sport continued.
Yeah.
Even when
football continued.
That's what I was about to say. When the pandemic was starting to get controlled and everything, they finished off the season.
They did.
So you're gonna finish off the season
and not give them
and
the
name
award.
your Champions League winners and whatever your Bundesliga and your La Liga and all that.
Yeah.
And you're still not gonna commemorate the best player of the year.
Yeah.
Just because politics?
Yeah, that's what it was. It was politics.
What are we doing here, bro?
Yeah,
I was so angry.
Yeah, no, which is very true. I was also like a bit touched about that. But back to tennis.
Yes.
So I was a very big Nadal fan, still a very big Nadal fan. Mm-hmm. He's the most important tennis player of all time for me.
Why?
So Federer was so good. Was cleaning out everyone.
When I hear great tennis players, or when I first found out about them, Federer is how I found out.
Exactly. Federer was just like winning everything. You know, remember we talked about Steffi Graf won all 4 in a year?
Yeah.
Federer was legit close to doing that. And then Nadal came in and then was winning the French Open all the time. So he was stopping Federer from winning all Grand Slams continuously for 4 straight years. That's pity. That's pity. I love the level of hate there.
Yo. That's
so
pity,
for 4 straight years, the Federer legitimately could have won every single major back to back. So if there was no Nadal, Federer would have won like 40, 50 by even now. Maybe that's an exaggeration. So he came in and was beating a prime Federer. And then Djokovic came along and he hit his prime as well. Then Federer was on the decline. And Federer and Djokovic were going at it for so many years. So Nadal was sandwiched just in between the two. So he had to compete with these 2 guys.
And somehow did it.
And he somehow was able to, because he's the second greatest tennis player of all time.
After Novak.
Novak's undisputed. Like for me, Serena. Serena. God, yeah, okay. So we've got Super Novak. We've got Rafael Nadal. And then we've got Roger Federer.
Okay.
And then to round out the top 5, we've got a guy that's called Pete Sampras.
I've heard of him.
Pete Sampras. He was Roger Federer before Roger Federer. Right?
Yeah, I've heard of Pete Sampras.
Pete Sampras. And then I'm going to go with a guy called Rod Laver.
Never heard of him.
So he was an old school guy, right? So he was the first and only man to win all 4 Grand Slam titles in a year. And he did that twice.
Oh,
that's good. That's goatness.
Put him up.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Actually, I think I'll have him number 4, then Pete Sampras number 5, just for that entire. He's got 8 Grand Slams, and there was a time where they banned him from the sport for whatever reason.
Too good.
I think it was just too good, man.
Damn. But tell me this: who was the most? I get that these dudes, the big 3, because I know that they call the big 3. They dominated the sport for 20 years.
Yeah.
Who dominated the big 3? Who was clear cut the best player amongst those 3? I know you're saying it's Novak, but I'm just talking in terms of what they managed to achieve, and also when playing against these other guys, the other 2. Who was clearly winning and outranking everybody else?
Ish, my man. It goes against with the time, right? Because Djokovic started beating Federer nicely when Federer was on the decline already. And Federer is like 5 years older than Nadal and 6 years older than Novak Djokovic. And in tennis terms, that's a very big... I
think in any sport.
In any sport, that's very big.
Yeah.
So... clear cut in the early days, it was Federer.
Okay. Simply because they were still young and he was very much in his prime.
Yeah, no, there was one time where we were all questioning. I was like, hey, is Federer beatable? Can anyone beat this guy?
Hey.
Can anyone beat? Because they all have had those years.
Yeah.
Nadal had his 2008 year and he had his 2010 year. And then just in terms of peak for peak, right? Federer had a peak, I think... He had a very long peak. Like if I were to pick a year where it was like, this was like a clear domination. Novak Djokovic's 2011 was just madness.
Really?
He was killing everyone.
Okay.
Nadal's 2008 is a second for me because that's when he played and also another thing, Nadal's the most important tennis player of all time. Every single match, that is like the greatest match of all time. He's involved in it. Wimbledon 2008, Australian Open, all the greatest matches of all time.
There was a 5-hour match just the other day. Who was that?
Sure, 5-hour match. Who's playing?
Just last week, if not the week before.
I can't remember what that match was. All I know is that Djokovic is out of the US Open. Alcaraz is out of the US Open, so I really don't care who wins. I really don't care. But anyway, like one of the longest tennis matches, there was Novak Djokovic and Nadal. That's the one where I cried.
Get it together, man.
The best tennis match to have ever been played is Wimbledon 2008. Nadal won that one. One of the semifinals of Roland Garros. Nadal won that one.
So if there's a game that I need to go back and watch,
Wimbledon 2008.
If we're gonna keep talking,
Wimbledon 2008. My man. That was
that's peak entertainment.
That's peak entertainment. Then second, you can watch the Australian Open 2012. That was also a good one.
Okay.
But they've had so many great matches, so many great battles. But at the end of the day, the person who came out on top was Novak Djokovic, simply because this is a very controversial take. Nadal's health wasn't as good as Djokovic. In terms of injuries, Nadal was injured more.
But it's just part of the game.
It's part of the game.
I don't take injuries into consideration.
No. I'm not putting it into consideration. I'm looking at a hypothetical, and we don't work on hypotheticals. But I'm just putting the hypothetical out there.
I hear you, but
doesn't matter. No,
does it matter?
No.
First of all, it's in the past.
I know.
Number two, like you said, it's a hypothesis. Yeah. So what are we doing here, bro?
I know.
What are we doing here? It's like the 2019 Warriors.
There's no hypothetical.
If KD didn't get injured, guess what he did?
Well, he did, and you can't change that. So
it's the reality of the game.
Yeah. So to answer your question, who was dominating everyone? Novak Djokovic has got a head-to-head record against everyone. He's beaten them more than they've beaten him.
Okay.
And this is how crazy Novak Djokovic is. He's spent the most weeks at world number one. That's like 400 and something weeks. That's a very long time. Now, let me do the math real quick. I can't remember. It's like, just put 400 weeks at number one. And then he's got 20.
That's 7 years, bro.
Like, my man, as world number one. He's got the most Grand Slams. And then you've got your something called a Masters 1000 title. It's like a big title, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got 40 of those. Like, his win percentage something crazy, like 83, 84%.
So he Tiger Woods tennis.
That's what he did. And now with the gold medal, he's won everything in tennis. He's the only man.
He's the winningest player in tennis history.
He's the only man to win everything in tennis. He finished tennis. Djokovic. So for me, GOAT. Yeah, GOAT.
Okay.
Yeah, GOAT.
Shout out Novak.
All right, so we're gonna wrap this up. That's been the NJ podcast. We've been having GOAT debates. Next time.
No.
Yeah?
Actually, you know what? Nah, I'll save this. I need you to sleep on this. Next time we do this, I want you to give me your top 5 greatest athletes.
Oh, greatest athletes. Oh, geez, like that is that. I've got Simone Biles in there. I've got Michael Phelps. Damn. I've got Super Novak Djokovic in there. I've got Lionel Messi in there.
Damn.
Michael Jordan.
That's solid.
That's can you? I don't think I can argue because
you were so quick with it, but that's such a solid list, bro.
Simone Biles, greatest gymnast ever.
This is undisputed.
Novak Djokovic, the greatest tennis player ever.
Yes.
Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player ever.
Yes.
Michael Phelps, the greatest Olympian ever.
23 golds.
My man.
How do you do that? 23 golds.
Who did I name? Because I was very rapid fire. Because that's Simone, Novak. Lionel Messi. Yeah.
Lionel Messi.
Messi.
Is it Lionel or Lionel?
You can, however.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to sleep on mine, bro.
You just like for me, yeah, because I remember
you bring in Simone Biles now, and I'm like, damn.
What you like for me, like in terms of if we look at popularity of sport, participation of the sport, box office of the sport, Lionel Messi is the greatest athlete of all time.
I can't dispute that.
Because if you're the GOAT of the GOAT sport, you're the GOAT.
You're the GOAT of the biggest sport ever.
Ever.
What does that make you? Clearly,
the entire world stops when the World Cup comes on.
Dog.
All of it.
The school holidays get shifted around.
I know,
bro.
right? I know, right?
Like what?
So for me, the greatest, and people are like, "Oh, no, how can you say that?" I'm like, I'm giving you the criteria. The biggest sport, soccer, as this guy says, soccer is the greatest. Is the greatest sport of all time. The biggest sport of all time. The most participated sport of all time. The most lucrative sport of all time. The most widely watched sport of all time. The sport where more people have been killed for missing penalties and losing games. It's madness.
Soccer fans are crazy.
Soccer fans are crazy. I'm a bagane. I know you guys. So then, Lionel Messi being the greatest player in that sport, using that criteria as the greatest athlete of all time. That's what I say.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm very intrigued with your top 5. You didn't even. I thought you were gonna have like a boxer or two in there. I don't know.
Yeah, because top 5 is hard, man.
Yeah. It's tricky.
It's hard, man.
It's tricky.
It's hard, man.
Where's Muhammad Ali in that?
Like that's the thing. That's the thing. Like I could take Simone Biles and I can put in Muhammad Ali, or I could put in Floyd Money Mayweather there.
You understand?
Or I can
what's Tiger Woods in that?
Tiger. After that scandal,
We're not talking about Tiger
he's
the man.
Bunny hopper. He's a bunny hopper.
We're talking Tiger the athlete.
Dr. Umar, he's a bunny hopper. He cannot be on my wall. He can't go on my wall.
On the Frederick Douglass Marcus Harvey Academy.
He can't be on my wall.
But Tiger the athlete, bro.
He's the most dominant athlete.
I was about to say, tell me an athlete who dominated a sport as much as Tiger did.
He didn't, like, my man, this guy was so good that he didn't play probably for 2 years and he was still world number 1 for what is that? What are we doing? And also Nadal put in his autobiography that Tiger Woods is his idol.
Enough said. Tiger's in my top 5.
I won't fight you, but like
Tiger's in my top 5. You're gonna judge him off a little mistake that he made.
A little mistake.
Listen, man.
A little mistake.
Listen, we're all human.
No, but there's mistakes in this.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
And I'm not judging him for it. I'm like, that was a very big scandal. But I love the fact that he was able to come back and win another.
And win.
That's a winning mentality.
He almost died.
He almost died.
He almost got amputated.
Hey, my man. And he came back.
And he didn't he win his match? Didn't he win something after that?
Did he win a Masters or did he win a major? I'm not sure which one, but he won something major.
Yeah.
It was like a big title.
Nah, Tiger Woods has to be top 5, bro.
I won't fight you, but like, who am I taking out of my top 5?
Simone might have to go.
Simone might have to
go. Listen, there's 3 people on your top 5 that I think untouchable.
Phelps,
Messi,
yeah,
and who's this?
Novak, yeah,
maybe Novak, but those 2,
yeah,
Phelps and Messi
can't go out.
You can't remove them.
Yeah.
That one is solidified. Those 2 are solidified.
Yeah,
that's when we can start playing around with 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Because Tiger Woods definitely deserves a top 5 spot.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali definitely deserves a top 5 sport. Mm-hmm. Both Michael Jordan and LeBron James deserve a top 5 sport. Top 5
Not
spot.
LeBron James.
Why not? If we are going off what you said, the criteria, popularity in the sport, participation in the sport, achievements.
Yeah, because I don't think you can have 2 people in the same sport as part of your top 5 of greatest athletes, because now it's a saturated list.
As saturated as is, it's not without
merit. It's not without merit. It's merited. No, it's merited. I'm just saying, to be fair to all the other sports and disciplines.
Fine. I was gonna say Tom Brady, but maybe top 10.
Deflate gates.
I
don't even know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. Yeah.
Once again, same sport. Money Mayweather definitely. Ronaldo.
Cristiano. In terms of athlete, yeah, Cristiano. Ooh, yeah, that's a guy.
You get what I'm saying?
This is a tough.
That's why I said sleep on it.
I don't think it's gonna change, but I'll sleep on it.
Sleep on it.
I don't think it's gonna change
because I definitely need to sleep on mine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, the Undertaker.
John Cena, dog. John Cena.
Roman Reigns.
Shout out John Cena. He's retiring next year. It's gonna be he's retiring as an in-ring competitor.
What is he doing, Gandhi?
Acting. Well, I don't know. He's in Hollywood, but he's retiring from in-ring performances in 2025. He says he's going to do 32 shows next year, which is the most shows he's done since probably 2018.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's been a part-timer since then because he's gone Hollywood.
John Cena. Aye.
My childhood hero.
Yeah. He's not the Undertaker, but I'll take it. That's that's my favorite wrestler there. We'll talk about WWE later on. All right, guys, it's been a nice, great session talking about the GOAT debate with Mukundi Mudau.
Please stop calling me that in public. Niggas, dudes are gonna come up to me talking about, yo, you Mukundi Mudau. Which one is this one?
If the glove fits, you must quit. If the glove doesn't fit, you mustn't.
It doesn't fit.
It doesn't fit.
It don't fit.
All right. Mukundi Mudau. You can check out his show, I Talk Sports, on YouTube and all the podcasting platforms. This has been another episode on the NJ podcast. Remember, the success is the greatest. Success is a progressive realization of where the ideal. That means you're going after what you've always wanted to go after because it's aligned with your highest values, and it's the only way for you to live a truly fulfilled life. And then next time with my co-host here, we're gonna be talking about the top 5 athletes. Woo! I don't know what I'm gonna do, but Simone, I ain't taking you off.
Serena Williams.
Serena Williams. She's great. She's very great. She has a claim to be the greatest ever.
Serena Williams.
Oh man, that was fun.
Thank you for joining us on this episode on the NJ Podcast. Make sure to visit the website, the njpodcast.captivateair.fm, where you can subscribe to the show in iTunes, Stitcher, all the other podcast platforms, or via RSS so you never miss a show. You can also find the video content on the YouTube channel and Instagram page. That will be Njabulo James on YouTube and njabulo.j.ngosi for Instagram. Please subscribe and follow on those platforms as well. And while you're at it, if you found value in the show, we'd appreciate a rating on the podcast platforms, or if you'd like to tell a friend about the show, that will help us out too. If you'd like more information about published or upcoming books, visit www.njabulojames.com for more information. Please reach out if you would like to share what you would like to hear and which guests should be invited to the show. And remember, success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal, which means that you are doing what you have always wanted to do because it is aligned with your highest values, and this is the only way you can live a truly fulfilled life. Now just chill until the next episode.